in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Second down pass play coming. He brings it in. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Complete to Diggs out left. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen, play goes nowhere.
This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on third and goal? They're throwing it. Dumps it off to his running back. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. 18 Pioneer. Hut, hut.
Fourth down, they're going to throw for it. Chased out to his right. And we get an incredible goal-to-go stand to begin this ball game as they force the incompletion and the turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes first and 10.
Yellow. My side.
They give to Irving to start this drive. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. So through 1, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They are facing second down deep on their own end. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
You know, as a quarterback, you got to give your man enough space to make that catch inbounds. That was off just enough to carry him to the sideline before he could establish possession.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. To the air on third and long. This is brought in by Coleman. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Finds the in route complete. And this one does not go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Irving here from the gun. He's going to work it ahead for about 3. Second down coming up.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
Running back sent in motion.
43! 43!
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
Gotta figure out this third down here.
Yellow!
Third and long for him here. Forced out to his right. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
That's taken at the 15. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets him around 6 there. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
All right, here we go. Second down. Now looking to throw. Well, we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has some daylight through the 40. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Let's go now! 60.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He completes it in traffic. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for them from the 31. They'll run here on 1st down. Got him good handful there as it brings up second down. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up.
26. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Pack the 60. Pack.
Throwing it on second down. Brought in close to the 8. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get their first points of this game just before halftime. George Kittle, the touchdown. Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out.
At their own 38-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. They're on it. That's intercepted. And the Bills get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Dump off caught by his back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here's the final play of our first half. The give here on second. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Returnable from the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to start the half with a give to Irving. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38.
1st down, Colts.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarring loose, incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. And now they face 2nd and long.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Making the call himself. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On the give, this is Irving. And he's going to be stopped after about a 3-yard pickup on 1st down. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. To the air, Mahomes. On the move, headed right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, your internal clock right there, it has got to be tuned up a little bit. Plenty of time. In this league, if you get 3 seconds to throw the ball and it's not out of your hands, that responsibility falls on you as a QB. But give some credit to the defense, who was able to get home and get the sack.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. The Colts ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back-to-back carries here. And this is brought to a stop up at same 34-yard line there. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo 1st.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Let's go.
They're going to try and throw it here. They've got a screen to the running back. Across the 45 and still going. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off. and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Dropping back to throw. That's incomplete left side.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
4th down, the offense is staying on the field. They're going for it.
Bronco 80. Tracking 60.
He'll throw it. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Benjamin St. Just picks it off. And the Colts get it back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that 3rd quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the 4th. It's the Colts' ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Big give to Irving, left side. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know, what do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock a...
He's got it inside the 10! And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Here's Mahomes on the sneak. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Colts parlay the interception into points. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Vacates quickly left side. He's keeping it. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as the QB. It gave him just enough room to run.
Truck pass brought in. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. That's a pickup of 9. And the Bills have a 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
He's dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. 1st and 10 from the 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first to stop this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10.
Go!
Throwing now off the play action. It is cut left side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Number 82. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills in range for a game-winning score.
In it to win it.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now to throw. Throwing to the back of the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown. But while they celebrate, back near the line, we've got a flag, Brock, in the neighborhood we usually see holding. So they get dings for the holding. Gotta wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down.
Tag, 60 Bobcat, Cowboy 80.
Here he is to throw. Back to one of his favorite targets this drive, but incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Viking 18.
To throw. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Colts are gonna have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
This is such a back-and-forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, Boy, you just feel